Good afternoon. Welcome to the Resource Management Committee meeting. And first order of business we have is a roll call.
Mr. Curran,
Here.
Mrs. Hanchett,
Here.
Mr. Barnes, Mr. Demick,
Here.
Mr. Fanton,
Here.
Mrs. Ricketts Swales,
Here.
and Mr. Harris. 6 present.
Okay. Second is approval of minutes. I'll ask for a motion. Second.
Hanchett will second.
Any discussion on that? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That is passed. Okay, first up is Scott Torrey, Soil and Water. A busy man.
Afternoon. My report's in there. The last month has pretty much been consumed with working on stream issues in Canis Reg area, Almond area. We've assisted 3 towns. We're working on some permitting for them. We've also visited at least 11 different landowners. We've completed 1 permit for a landowner, and we are working on 1 or 2 more permits for storm damage. We have taken our excavator to 2 different landowners and helped clean up some of the, deposited gravel or culverts that are full of brush and trees. And
Yeah.
as far as I know, that work is done over in that area. So that's where we're at with the stream stuff. And then under the ag projects, we got some of those starting up, and we're working on. It's not in the report, but we're working on a grant for the Resilient Watershed Grant up in town of Canada, where the Genesee River is threatening Council House Road. We're working on a grant to stabilize that. And then Monday we met with Rockville Lake with the New York State Parks people. The area that is being eroded and threatening the lake is actually part of the Greenway Trail, so they are taking over doing those repairs. And they're working on a mussel study, because apparently there might possibly be mussels in that creek. So they're doing that and working on permitting and hopefully construction, hopefully this year.
Is that state?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And also the Envirothon was held recently, and one of the Cuba school teams won the local Envirothon competition.
Yeah. Sounds busy. Any other questions for Scott?
Mr. Kern, Mr. Kern,
Yes.
I just want to thank you, Scott, for getting over to Garwood and checking theirs out. And
Yep.
I know they called me and really appreciated it,
Yep,
so
and
thank you.
That's one we gotta continue to work on. There's a lot of gravel in the creek and see what we can do, so. Yep,
Good. That's all excavator work?
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good. Any questions remaining? Seeing none, thank you.
Thank you.
Keep up with the good work. And Laura Hunsberger, Cooperative Extension. Another busy.
Hi there. So I'm just going to focus on the administration part of this. We've been having some great programs. Christian did offer an orchid growing class for the first time this past weekend. So it went very well. Otherwise, everything else is here. But so the thing I'm just going to bring up to you is the SNAP education issue that I'm sure is no surprise. So we're doing what we can. We're advocating for the program. We're contacting our legislative state and national reps, because this is a program that's offered through Cooperative Extension in every state. So without the education part, a lot of people don't know how to manage their benefits. So that's a little scary right now. We will probably know in probably about a month whether or not the contract will be canceled at the end of September. So otherwise, we're working on our audit, which, yeah, go ahead, Gretchen.
I have a quick question about what programs through Cornell is SNAP covering right now? the education part of it, which would be within the schools. Anything else?
So SNAP isn't just through the schools. It's
Okay.
anybody who
Right.
is, so even if you don't get SNAP benefits, if you are eligible for SNAP benefits, you can, and the difference between SNAP, SNAP Ed, and FNEP, the program that we used to have, is that FNEP was a series of 6 to 8 classes, which was always hard to get people to graduate, to come to all of them. And these
Right.
can be one-off classes, these can be, group, there's much more flexibility. So it teaches kids as well as adults how to eat more nutritiously, how to manage their, financially, how to budget for, to use their benefits more appropriately, and to eat well and exercise and all that, so.
I was just wondering, because I know SNAP is in other programs and other organizations also. I wondered what.
Right, so
your-
we're the educational part. When you see SNAP at other, I think Accord perhaps, they help people sign up for the benefits, which, and then they can reroute them to different agencies that offer educational programming. So it has to have the ed at the end of it to be
Okay,
what we're doing.
all right, thank you.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So if I'm eligible for SNAP, I'm economically eligible, is that correct?
Correct.
And then the education part of it is teaching people, and primarily are they families with children or?
It doesn't, where FNEP did have to be somebody taking care of somebody, so it could be grandparents taking care of kids or things like that. But with SNAP, it does not, you do not have to have kids.
Okay, so the benefits, are they primarily aimed towards the healthier foods, or does that not?
It covers everything from learning how to read a label to, the My Plate, which
Yeah,
used to be the pyramid, so knowing how to balance everything on your plate without always just going for a pre-prepared frozen dish. So there's a lot of different types of education included. If you're diabetic, there's a specific program just for that kind of thing.
Gotcha. Thank you.
How much part of your budget is
So SNAP
Ed?
covers 2 full-time educators. Right now,
Okay.
we were planning on hiring a third, the new program, so it's a 5-year cycle. And so it just started at October 1st. We have 2 educators, and then it covers parts of myself and administration, covers a little bit of our phones, and things like that.
little
So it's
bit of
about
operations.
$24,000 of non-SNAP personnel stuff.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Anything else on SNAP? How about we turn to Governor Hochul
Okay?
and all the changes that seems that she wants to put through in ag. Managing cow herds and,
I am not the one to answer those questions.
yeah,
If you want to shoot me an email with the specifics, I can ask all of our smarter than me people that have better answers.
yeah. There's, for instance, that she's determining that it should be a 700 cow max in a dairy
Yeah.
farm, you know.
Was that the governor or the senator and the congressman from down the city that have probably never
Well, it's all the
talked to
same.
a cow?
It's all the same. She doesn't do much upstate, so. Yeah.
I
So,
can get information for you and I can share it with you.
yeah, I can send some information to you. But, there's also another, still, she's not making any move on for the small dairy farmers to be able to sell off premises. And they're not gonna survive.
Mhm.
You know, it's just impossible.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah. I guess that was my spiel. All right. Any other questions?
It's one of the shortest ones I've heard today.
Yeah. All right. With no questions, I'll,
I want to just agree wholeheartedly with what you had to say about the governor's ridiculous
yeah,
thinking.
that's only on one issue. So if there's nothing more, thank you.
Thank you.
And I'll ask for unfinished business, new business, good of the order, and adjournment.
Patton will move it.
Van?
Aaron, second.